your host. You already know why we're here. We're basically here to try to quickly, somewhat recap today's events on this Miss Universe Philippines pageant. I feel like I kind of got a lot to say, but not a whole lot of time to do it. So I'm just gonna try to get right down to it. If you didn't see my previous prediction video, you go ahead and check that out. That was done on yesterday, I believe. Well, we released it on yesterday, but it was done right after the preliminaries on that Friday. So go ahead and check that out, because that's pretty much your prerequisite into understanding a lot of the things that I'm going to be kind of discussing here within this quick video. All right, so we're not going to get into all of the 16 predictions that I made and all of, every single one of the women that ended up getting passed through to the next rounds on this finale. So we're just gonna get right into it. Okay, now if you haven't already heard who the winner is, you should basically just leave now if you don't want to know, because I'm about to spoil the crap out of this. We're gonna talk about it. All right, here we go. Okay, congratulations to Miss Ilo for winning, and may you have a great run as Miss Universe Philippines. Okay, got that out of the way. Now I have really two random points that I wanted to kind of get into before I get into more of the recap side of things. One of the things is dealing with the live streams of this particular thing. Now we paid to watch this, and then we also find out that there are people releasing free live streams of it. And I just wanted to know what's up with that. What's the point? What, and then in terms of the things regarding people leaking the names of the top finalists and the winners way before they even ever announce it on the show. That is insane. Now see, that kind of stuff is the reason why I don't even watch. Like, I don't follow and watch other things regarding stuff that I like. So I don't even follow like a Miss Universe page and things like that, because I know how people can be like this, but I just had to acknowledge that I think that that's pretty screwed up, and I don't understand what anyone who is working, I would imagine it has to be somebody working on the crew who knows this information, because they don't have an audience this year, and they don't have anybody there other than the women and probably whoever their staff members are. So I don't understand why there could not have been a tighter NDA where there were not people there recording information or releasing information before it was time. I'm just gonna leave it alone, because I can get really upset about that. People spoiling things, that is. And then there was my other random thing was, before they really got into the competition, they played like a segment about the Baguio Country Club, and it was a little song that was playing during that. It sounded very, to me, like I was telling Jay while we were watching, I was like, man, that song is just so alive. It just feels so good. I just really, really love that song, and I need to find out what that song was. If anybody happens to know what song that was, please let me know in the comment section. That would be great information to me. Now, let me get to my notes as we get into which ones of my top predictions for the top 16, how many of those actually made it in. There were 5. 5 of my ladies from the previous video that we did, 5 of them made it into the top 16, and they were Cavite, Cebu Province, Pasig City, Taguig, and Cebu City. Okay, those 5 made it into the top 16. I was very happy to see that. I was expecting a few more, but because due to some of the choices that they made, we'll get into a little bit more of that in the end of this video and how I feel about it. Now I'm just gonna move right along, because the show just, if you saw the prerequisite, you understand what I'm trying to say here. Everything just kind of moved right along. I'm just gonna go right into the top 5, and out of the top 5, I only had one that made it in, and that was Miss Cavite, and I was very proud of that. And again, if you want to understand how I felt about Miss Cavite, that will be also in the prerequisite video. But I was definitely happy to see that. Let's see. We had, I think they had a 30-second answer portion that came up, and Kavita was the best. I'll just put it that way. Kavita was the best. And the way that I felt at the moment after she answered her 30-second question on the spot, I feel like they could have ended the program right there, announced her as the queen, and the end. That's all I needed to see. For real. Now, there were other women who did pretty good. Let me see, I noted Cebu City did pretty good. Cebu Province also did well. That's all I had to say about the 30-second answer section. Cavite, I feel like she killed it. She should have just won just based on that alone and everything else that she's done up to that moment. Okay, let's see. We had the swimsuit section. When it comes to swimsuit comments, I don't really generally care that much about the swimsuit section, honestly. I did like the variety of the swimsuits that they had, that for the ladies to choose from, I suppose. And but there was this one swimsuit. It was like a full body piece, and it had it looked like one slim piece of fabric that just went right there in the middle. And I put down, like, it had some of the ladies looking like that the show should have been immediately rated SSSPG or something. Like, it was a lot. To me, it didn't totally flatter all of the ladies, that particular bathing suit, but it was all right. Okay, now let's get into the question with a twist. All right. There's only like a few little things that I had to say, but Kason City and her Bible app. What? I was like, are you sure? Are you sure, girl? I guess. But the thing is, now somebody correct me if I'm wrong. They had two questions. The first question was something that they had already chose themselves to answer. So pretty much they all killed that question. They all did great on their first question. And then from what I understand, the second question was a question that it seems like none of them knew was coming. It was the same question for everyone. Nobody knew that this question was coming up and they were supposed to answer this on the spot. And it was something dealing with, basically the question was regarding whether pageants at this time, is it essential or non-essential to have this pageant? To be honest, I feel like nobody answered that question. Nobody answered that question in my opinion. So, including my fave, Kavite. She didn't answer it either. And it just kind of was what it was, right? I mean, Paranaque, I felt, was the closest to giving a great answer to whether it was essential or not. The only thing is that I felt that nobody took a firm stand to literally say pageants are essential right now because. I did not hear that from anybody. I didn't. Now, if you heard it, please somebody tell me where you heard it at, because I did not hear that at all. All right. Now, I'm just going to give my overall comments right now, and I know that there's a lot of serious people out here that's like overly serious about these competitions and everything, and I do want to say these are my comments, these are my thoughts, these are my observations and my perspective from what I saw, okay? And from what I've seen in the past from other Miss Universe competitions and the like. Okay, so I'm gonna read from my notes here because I want to say this the way I really want to say it, okay? Overall, can I just say Kavite was the best. Not choosing her, in my opinion, was a huge mistake for the Philippines. I believe that, okay? Though I believe Kavite did make that one mistake in answering that second question towards the end. Again, I said all of them made that same mistake in answering that. Okay, let's just be a bit realistic here and let's recall last year's winner, Gazini Ganados. Let's just go back. She went on to the Miss Universe and only placed in the top 20. Thing is, I believe the women like Pia Wurzbach and Catriona Gray, they certainly have set a very high and appropriate standard of what Miss Universe looks like and what she sounds like. And I just want to see that same caliber, that same level of competitiveness of those ladies. I want to see that continue to be passed down from all of the people that come from the Philippines that move on to that level. Okay, that's just how I feel. Those are my personal thoughts. Let me know how you feel about this video. Let me know how you feel about my comments. And just don't talk to me crazy. Okay, let's all be respectable. You know, as I said on the pinned comment from the previous video, nobody here on YouTube is winning any type of fabulous award for predicting the winner of these shows successfully or unsuccessfully. Nobody's winning anything. Nobody's getting anything out of this other than what I want to have is a fun, great conversation and honest conversation with observations about these things so that we can just, you know, continue to enjoy it as this level moves us over into the Miss Universe pageant, which I also will be reviewing here on this channel when it comes around. All right? All right. Until next time, peace.